Another day, another C++ tutorial concept. This time we're going to look at handling errors. I noticed that this is saying handing errors, but that's alright. And to begin, we'll go ahead and start off with some variables. And this is just to show what I'm using. Basic string and number 1 billion. Alright, and after this I'll go ahead and get a try block here. Okay, and in this try block we're going to go ahead and use a series of tries, and then these are the various exceptions. And below this try I'll go ahead and add some cout statements for visual. Okay, so the first thing that we're going to do is on this try block, it's going to go to the length string. It will go to the 100th character, replace it with one thing of C's. We'll go ahead and run this and see what happens here. Okay, so here we got what the exception was and the type of the exception. So it's basically an invalid string position because it's too far out, and class is out of range. However, if we were to do this, well, before even, let's go ahead and do that. It doesn't output an error, and to see what it's doing on the string here, we'll go ahead and uncomment that out, and it does indeed replace the second index here. Alright, so we don't need that anymore. And we're going to go ahead and try this. Let's see what happens if I just run it like this. Nothing, because we failed to catch it. What we need for this is to do something that looks like this, another catch. What we're doing here is an exception class. And this is when it allocates too much storage space. Let's go ahead and run the exception class errors. So it's a bad allocation, and exception type is the class of the bad of exception. So we got out of range, and then we got exception. And lastly, let's go for this one. Now, we have a reader, and obviously in our program, we have no such thing as non-such text in it. So it'll go ahead and throw file not found if it doesn't find there's not a reader. So file not found, and the exception is logic error. So that's another exception error, and yeah, that's 2 ways you can catch those errors.